Hey guys, it's your host Jason of the 10-Minute Pop-Up, and today I am in Coppell, Texas, outside of Hand Stone Massage, and today I'm going to go in and talk to a good friend of mine named Maddie. She is actually the owner of this Hand Stone Massage Facial and Spa here in Coppell, Texas.
Well, I'm Maddie. Like Jason said, I am one of the owners here. We are family owned of the Hand Stone Massage and Facial Spa in Coppell, and I'm spa director, which means I do everything from fix the toilet to book your appointments.
Maddie, who is Hand Stone Massage and Facial Spa actually for? I think a lot of people assume it's not for them. Could you give us a little insight about that?
Yeah, so really it's for everybody. As long as you are over the age of 13, we can do facials or massages. It is for anyone wanting to relax, anyone who needs a little time away, specifically just some body work, whether it be stretching or just simply relaxation. We really underestimate how much our muscles need attention every week.
So what would you say is someone who sees massages as a luxury instead of something they actually need? Because you said they need it.
Yes, so one thing I've learned in the last 6 years of working in the Hand and Stone and in the spa industry is our bodies are going through so much more than we realize, whether it's the way we sit, the way we stand, the way we move. We need that not just as a luxury, but also just for well-being and sustainability of our muscles. And then also from the facial side, as much as we think we're cleansing our face, there are things that we can't do, extractions, blackheads, acne. There's just some things we don't know because we're not the expert, and my staff are the experts. They spend a lot of time getting certificates and trainings.
You mentioned facials. What have you seen has been like the biggest surprise after someone receives their first facial?
The glow. It doesn't matter if you do our classic, keep it simple, keep it affordable, or you do our most premium facial, walking out with that little kick in your step because that glow you're leaving, even with our classic starter facial, it makes a big difference.
Okay. As a as a business owner, what makes this all worth it for you?
My staff.
Your staff.
Giving my staff a safe, enjoyable place to come to work every day, that's my priority. That's what I want for myself and my life, and that's why I started this, is to be able to provide that to other people too.
Now, I know you mentioned like it's a family-owned business. Like, do you feel like your staff is like part of your family? Like, how do you treat your staff?
Yeah, we kiki together, we hang out, we really try and just enjoy life. We enjoy coming to work together. They know my parents, they know my sister, my nieces and nephews. I know their families. Their families come and get services with us too. And when it comes down, we're all human and we need a place with empathy when things hit the fan and families need us and maybe we're not always available for work. That's my priority, is when you have to give your family what they need, that your workplace is still there for you, and I give them that grace.
That's good. I think that makes coming to work very enjoyable, actually. If they were wanting to get into the industry of owning a Hand and Stone massage, what do you think they need to be mentally prepared for?
That's a great question. I would say mentally prepared that it's not as relaxing for the staff as it is for the clients.
What?
Yeah, you'd be surprised, right? Because we're dealing with the chaos. So when there's 10 people coming in for relaxation, we're running around chaotic to provide relaxation to other people. So we tend to be a little bit more, hopefully you don't see it, but a little bit more chaotic in the background. It is important to us to be sanitary, to be clean. From one client to the next, the chaos happening back of house versus what's happening in the lobby is wild. We're running around, we're flipping sheets, we're sanitizing everything, whether it's the switch you pushed to walk in the room or the door you touched. We're sanitizing everything before the next client comes back.
That's highly important. How do you retain clients?
My number one rule is customer service. We all are consumers, and in this day and age, it's hard to be a consumer, and it's important to me to give people, just like I give my staff grace, I like to give our clients grace. Our membership program is flexible, so it does allow for me to specifically, if somebody's got something going on and maybe they need to pause it, or they need to take a break, or they need to reschedule, our rule is always start with customer service and give somebody the grace that we would need ourselves as a consumer.
You brought up membership. Now that brings me to like a plethora of questions. Okay, so let's talk about membership. Why does it make more sense than just booking one appointment here and going for a full-out membership?
It's really about the consistency, whether it's massage or facial. It's the consistency of what you need, right? So I have back pain, I have jaw pain, I hold all of my stress here. And a lot of the times, whether it's my allergies or just clenching, one session makes me feel good, but in 2 weeks, all of a sudden, I'm back in pain. So that membership program is to allow for you to maintain that well-being and continue to address those problems, whether it be stress focus or massage focus for muscle relaxation, and facials as well. The more goals we have, the more consistency we need with our facials in order to achieve those goals.
So for someone who hears membership, they sometimes hesitate. I've even seen it with my own business. What does it actually look like? How flexible is it?
Yeah, so our membership is truly month to month. There's no commitment other than we just ask that you pay once a month. And if you do choose to cancel at any time, you can do so. We do 30 days notice because you don't lose anything you pay for. Everything rolls over, meaning you have a bucket of money every month you pay. Let's say life hits and you skip a month. You have that month available to you the next month to use for an additional service or to do enhancements to enhance your regular service. Do a facial that you never get to do, but you skipped a month, so it's there. You also have the option to freeze. A lot of people, when life hits hard or we travel, we're not always able to come. So instead of paying when you're not available to be in spa, we can actually freeze up to 90 days a year as well. And you can use your membership at any Hand Stone. I have a lot of clients who travel for work and they can go wherever they happen to be for work at that Hand Stone, because there are about 500 of us on the continent, including Canada.
Why should someone choose to come to this Hand Stone Massage in Coppell?
Yeah, kind of like we were talking about, because we're family owned. There are some amazing owners here in the DFW area specifically, but I live, work, and play in this town as well. They call me the spa girly when I'm out at J. Macklin's or anywhere else in the neighborhood. And that's part of it, is when you walk in the door, I'm not an owner that maybe you've never seen. I'm an owner that probably booked your appointment or standing in front of you helping you take that service, as well as that mom and pop feel. We really lean into that here in this type of a community. We're a small town, we're a little bubble here in Coppell, and though we might be in a large metroplex, we want a brand we can trust like Hand Stone. We do want to know that we're giving to a family business, that mom and pop store that we really do is a part of the community. And I specifically am a part of the chamber. I do a lot of outreach here in the community directly over the last 6 years. My manager's kids are all in our ISD, so we're really tied into the community specifically.
But you have various items in here that speak to the mom and pop side of it. So what are some things you incorporate into the location, like such as photos, chair placements, things of that nature, that make this location specific to the Maddie ring?
Yeah, so we have a few things that make us unique. My favorite part is, in my family, I was raised in the airline industry, so we have the blessing of travel. It's my favorite pastime and hobby. So all of the canvases you see in the building is something someone in my family took, whether it be on their phone or on a big trip. For example, elephants are our theme. Elephants in different cultures bring money and luck and have a really positive influence. So in our lobby specifically, we have a big canvas that is our main theme, and it is actually a picture of elephant herd crossing the Sahara Desert that my parents took. And every room is curated with a canvas or two that is something someone in my family took on one of our trips.
Question for you. If someone's watching this and they haven't put out their self-care, what would you tell them and how can they get started today?
2 anecdotes I have for that. One perfect example is the travel, right? You got to, on a plane, they teach you to take care of yourself before you can take care of somebody else.
Yes.
And in life, we're taking a lot of care of other people. So you got to put yourself first sometimes so that you can be available for the ones that you love and what they need. My second anecdote is kind of a goofy one, especially when it comes to facials. How often do you wash your car? The car maintenance that we do to maintain the investment we do in a car, your body and your face and your skin should be treated the same. If you're going to wash your car to keep the paint clean and it's not scratched, why wouldn't you do the same for your own face? A big portion of what my massage therapists and estheticians are trained in is the mind and body connection. They spend a lot of hours learning the muscles in the body and how they attach so that they can help reduce that mental stress we're going through as well.
Perfect. All right, Maddie, thank you so much for being a part of the 10-minute pop-up. Do you have any advice you want to give to anyone who's thinking about franchising or just coming in for a massage or a facial?
Yeah, so if you're interested in the franchising side, I definitely say do a deep dive and know the franchise you're doing. Every franchise is different. I picked Hand Stone for a lot of reasons, and I'd be happy to share those reasons with you. Specifically, we try and create a safe environment for our clients and our staff. We have things like attention buttons that are different than anybody else on the in this industry, as well as if you're looking for a massage or facial, just try it. One time can really change your life. It did mine. I didn't have a facial until we opened, and I'll tell you that has changed not only my skincare, but my relaxation and how I truly do take care of myself, whether it be at home, with your bath salt specifically.
Body by Shrift.
There you go, exactly. Pretty and rich.
Pretty and rich.
Or just simply washing my face and kind of doting on myself once a week to make me feel like I'm giving something special to myself as well.
Love that. Love that. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.